So if you're trying to see results in your agency, or you've started an AI, SaaS, and SMMA agency, there's so many gurus out there that are telling you how to do cold email, cold DMs, cold calling, etc., etc. But ultimately, if you want to scale to £3,000 a month in just 1 month, then this is what it comes down to. And if you want to access that low cost per lead, or have the highest efficiency when cold calling and emailing, this is ultimately the system that I use to grow my agency, and how I'm going to hit £3,000 a month in just over 1 month. So it's not about cold email, it's not about the cold DM, it's about the thought process that goes in behind it. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. If you're one of my affiliates, you now have the full package on how to actually start selling the system. AI is a business out of the box because AI does all the fulfillment. So if you want to join my affiliate scheme, which is through the links in the description, you will get exactly what you saw in this video, my last video, which is talking about my chatbot service. You now have an ultimate guide on how to go to market. So you have to pick a niche, and you have to pick one, and you have to stick to it. The reason for that is because if you stick to one and it doesn't work, you then at least have usable data to pivot. If you're doing everybody and everyone, you don't have clear enough data to actually make an informed decision. So you have to pick a niche, but that's not enough. You have to sub niche. So by sub niching, what that does is, for me at least, it's the difference between having a cost per lead of £9 per lead and £60 per lead. So I'm saying it's a 6x difference. If you're a beginner, you have to sub niche, because that is how you're going to access the cheapest cost per lead, have the highest efficiency when cold calling and emailing. So that's the first pointer. Now, this new model means we are accessing a different section of a market. The way that this combination of services allows us to orientate ourselves and position ourselves to the market is we can position ourselves at the low end. Charging £1,000 plus, let's just say £2,000 a month, that's accessing the mid-market. And these guys at the mid-market are looking for different things to the people at the bottom, the small businesses, and ultimately have different objectives and different ways of thinking. So it's important to realize that we are now targeting a different market altogether, different demographic. Notice how I've included right at the top is the AI automation agency, where you build custom solutions to big companies, right? We're not operating up there, we're operating down here. Notice, because we're at the small end of the market, we've got a larger addressable market to target, which will help with ads, which I'll get onto in a minute. We have to analyze this sub niche. There's a lot of analysis that goes into it. And ultimately, what we're trying to look for is, what is their experience with getting clients? How do they get their clients? Ultimately, whatever it is, it's a competitor to us, whether it's a business or a force of nature. They might be ad agencies, there might be SMMA, there might be lead gen software, it might be word of mouth. But ultimately, we have to tie it in to the way that this sub niche actually thinks, and the way that they are currently acquiring their clients. In my situation, I work with med spas, and I sub-niched into laser clinics. And I'll show you what those ads look like later. Now, this is where we build our strategic message. Now, bear in mind, all of these things will ultimately tie into all the copy we write, the things we touch on in our ads, the way we cold call, the way we handle objections as well. All of this will tie into it. So let's go down. You can see the ones on screen, but ultimately this is putting together our message and what are we changing in the market? Like, what are we actually doing here? So for me, there's lots of laser clinics that work with ad agencies, but notice how it's not SMMA. Because we're operating in the lowest end of the market, the low end doesn't access £1,000 retainers. They're with the £200 a month ad agency that simply run their ads for them. after realizing this, the pain point that is urgent is in the follow-up. My clients from their other ad agencies were getting the leads sent to their email address for them just to follow up. And they would have 50 people in one morning, all there queuing up, meaning if they want to scale their ad spend, it just means they're going to have to suck more time out of their day. So the AI aspect of things is where the AI automation comes in. You can put together your messaging saying, done for you ads without you, and potentially you can throw in there without the cost. You're finding where the pain is in this specific section of the market, and you've got to start talking to as if you're applying the plaster to that pain. Once you've done that, once you've got these things dialed in, you can now create your value proposition. Now, this isn't about the features. This is nothing to do with the AI. This is what the business model of SaaS, SMMA, and AI automation allows us to do for our clients. So, and this will also go into the email, the cold calls, the ads. Our system, which is true, our system generates 16 showing laser consultations per month for $175 a week, including the service fee using AI. Now, a lot of you will be like, well, that's quite expensive, right? Well, if you're looking at it from an SMMA point of view, so let's say your cost is £2,000 service fee and you've got a £500 a month ad spend. You put that together, 2,000 plus 500, 2,500, divide that by 4, how many weeks are in a month, to get 16 showing laser consultations is going to be like £700 or something like that, right? So this is far cheaper than any other system there is out there, which is why this model is just the best. This is where we come down to creating a system to constantly fill our pipeline of clients that we're going to sell this service to. You need to look at where your sub niche lives. If you're working with accountants or a subsector in the accountancy space, accountants that specialize in entrepreneurship, you need to work out where they live. It might be email, it might be LinkedIn, and whatever. Whereas for me, Laser Clinics, it's cold DM, it's emails, and it's ads. And also you can throw in a lead magnet to here. It looks like something like that. I'm going to show you the difference in ad between here. So I'm going to show you an ad I ran at the start to the ads I'm running now. Hey Clinics, so we're giving away 11 free Facebook ad campaigns for you to launch on our software, which takes 3 clicks without having to go into the Meta Business Suite. These ads have thousands spent on them every in your website. That AI will actually reach out to all of the leads. Right, and that video is niche, but it's not sub-niche, generated a lead for £60, which was way too expensive to be a beginner and ultimately somebody with a budget like I did. Now look at this video. Alexandrite or YAG, IPL or Diode. Either way, the cost of living crisis and inflation are here, but did you know that laser hair removal is one of the most cost-effective yet highest performing treatments to advertise on Facebook? It's hard to know what to advertise or how to advertise on Facebook, whether that's through marketing agencies, ad agents. You get the point, right? If you want to see the rest of that video, head over to my Instagram. It will be in the link below. When you've got this all dialed in, your go-to-market machine will be bringing you clients. You'll be able to make 50 cold calls in a day and book 2 to 5 meetings. You will be able to run an ad and get £9 cost per lead or something around that. Also, when you're doing a strategic messaging, these little bits at the bottom, if you reverse them, then that's the position that your client is in. So when you're doing your ad or you're doing organic content on social media, you can look at this and you can flip it. So I can go, so let's say the common way that businesses acquire clients could be SMMA. Let's say our solution is done for you ads with appointment setting from this price. So you can say, are you tired of having people run your ads and do the appointment setting, but charging you thousands of pounds and not even using AI or something like that. You get the idea. You can flip these and ultimately target the pain points of your customers. Now, there's many different ways to do this. If you're in one of my affiliates, you know that there's a chatbot you can sell to any business and implement it onto their Facebook DMs, Instagram DMs, and on their website as a loss leader, as a freebie for upgrading to your top plan. That's a good way to get people to upgrade the plans. Also, if you use UpHex, you can charge for running multiple ads with multiple AI appointment setters, but ultimately that's all going to be in the Discord, etc. If you're thinking of starting an AI company and you want to serve local businesses in a cost-effective way, but in a way that allows you to scale fast and get results for your clients fast, then this is the thing that you're going to have to start to implement before you do any outreach. If you're one of my affiliates, this is basically your lucky day because you've got a business out of a box. You can apply this and you can basically hit the ground running. If you think you can get your head wrapped around something like this, you're basically ready to go. If you sign up to those two links and you want to start a business that's powered by AI, I will send you my service delivery so you can get a business out of the box and get it running straight away. And you can find that video again up here. So if you want to be around the community, I will be starting a Discord for everybody to join, but there will be an affiliate section which basically get access to everything I know. Also what services I'm providing to my 2K plus a month retainer clients as well. Just a quick one before this video ends. You're the type of person who has stuck to the end of this video. So you're the type of person that is going to take value out of my next video, which will be an interview, a one-on-one interview with Sam Carlson, the owner of UpHex, which is one of the 3 softwares I use for my service delivery. That will be made for the people who have stuck right to the end. So stay tuned for that. Consider subscribing to this channel. Follow my Instagram, will be down below. Any questions, chuck it to my Instagram. I try and get through them all. But yeah, leave a comment and I will see you in the next AI video.